Hey guys, wraszowixu on Makinishishu, the bronze account, and this is probably going to be another last minute video. Past last minute, at least by the time it probably gets uploaded. Um, it's still a relatively limited account. Only a few planeswalkers on it. I think I got Guff mostly because I wasn't going to level them all the way up to get extra Vanguard abilities, but I'm rambling. Kind of want to show what I'm using on it. Not too heavy of decks, but you may have to come get lucky on what you pull. For the top node, its objectives are attack 5 more times, and deal 10 damage to creatures during a single turn. I did get lucky just pulling this just before this turn. As long as you can keep creatures on the board, Graceful Takedown works beautifully for that. You can target your opposing creatures, you can target your own creatures. Either way, it does still count for objectives, and even if you do damage to something with like prevent damage from like Dehada or just a outright Phyrexian Vindicator, which probably isn't the best idea in that case, it does count towards the objective, even if it's not like physically causing the damage. Other than that, slight jank to this build, but mostly was like getting cheap creatures that can be fetched well with my abilities. At this level, Grok Apex Predator, who I'm using, first ability 10 mana can fetch 2 creatures with 6 mana. As you might have seen, a bunch of those were not very expensive. I don't have much for removal otherwise besides Graceful Takedown. Country Severance can hit supports, and I want to say it does Vanguards, but I'm not sure if I've tested that for sure. Baseball Bat and Hilda's Crown both can be helpful for like freezing. They're stun counter cards. So granted, it doesn't disable the turn that it's attacking, but once their turn starts, then it counts as a disabled creature. Which one other thing, I guess, yeah. If you deal damage to a disabled creature that does have prevent damage, the prevent damage is turned off. So, creatures, fear of exposure. Funky little guy, he does cause 2 stun counters to your own first creature. So, either don't cast him as your first creature or cast him after. Well, it works to have Bark from Harvester kind of just being the same for that. As well, in case if you ever face any like assimilation aegis, I guess. Though I don't have anything in this deck for it. I'm not sure if we have anything in standard for black or green. I think it's mostly blue. Untap spells, undisable spells can get around stun counters for a turn. It doesn't, unlike paper, it doesn't just simply remove one and it's still disabled. It does re-enable. But yeah, Bark from Harvester, Ooze Patrol, kind of profiting from the couple of artifacts I have. When things wind up in the battle graveyard, it gets a buff from that when it will not if they're in the graveyard when it enters. And then Elf Fox Warrior, large-ish creature that doesn't cost much mana. And I forget, it can't really just simply check what the monster roll does unless you're in the middle of a battle, because that's unfortunately how they coded rolls, but it is something that can be useful. Fetch it with your first, and then you're already able to cast this if you need to have it on something. Floggy Excavation, other than it gives a little life, I don't think I have much profiting off it because I think Boost Patrol is just artifacts in your graveyard, not on the field. But there are a number of cards that do well if you do have artifacts on the board as well. If you get lucky on some PMA stuff, granted it's just a rare card. Mer Propagator, I absolutely love that card. It's just a 1/1. It does cost 14 mana, but once it's on the board, any number of artifacts you get enter as well, besides it, well, actually, even including it, because it is an artifact, and it does trigger itself. Shenanigans. I am rambling, though. So, and then Kintry Excavation, as I said, Exile, removal, Scales of Shell, lifelink, not exile, lifelink, shield counter, so you can protect a creature that you have blocking or dealing damage, such as with your second ability. Plus, it can give you turn of a little bit of breathing room if someone drops like Arachnos or something. But yeah, so that's what I'm running on Apex Predator on the top node. On the bottom node, I have Guff, which, as I kind of said earlier-ish, while I might not finish the sentence, I have him for the Teferi Vanguard, which is now Legacy, but even in Legacy, that can be probably a useful card to have. But yeah, on the bottom node, your objectives are pacifist, destroy 5 or less creatures, enemy creatures at least, and gain 10 or more life during a single turn. On what I'm running for that is Candy Trail, Healing Hands, Knight of Light's Dawn, and Elas il-Kor. I think it's Elas il-Kor. Those are the cards that actually do the gaining mana, though granted, Candy Trail is only when it gets destroyed. Healing Hands straight gains mana. The Knight, it doesn't gain mana, or I'm saying mana, I mean life. It doesn't gain life itself, but when you do gain life, it gives a little extra boost the first time. And then il-Kor, any creatures that you have entering the board besides her gains you 2 life. So it's like it's small Paquito life insurance. Literally the card. And it can get triggered from Knight of Dawn's Light. It can get triggered from Form of Posse. If you get that high enough level, you can get your objective just simply from that. And it also does pair well with your 4 red wizards. Or was 4 at this level. Library staff. I haven't been messing with the L1, but I do have Vanguards in here. I don't think I've even used the 3rd ability. What is that you can do at this level? You're not supports, gain 2 shields, deal 6 damage to the first opposing creature. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mess with that. I may level this guy up a bit more on this account, but this, getting 4 of the wizards at least, is useful. I have a number of the lands for conversion to kind of ramp up to this. Because basically once you have them on the field and can get reinforcements to them, you can do a lot more conversion whenever you pop those activating gems, which basically trigger off of the light wizard's power. Ideally, I'd like to have what's it called? Another round, like the card another round, to kind of profit off that a bit more. I'd probably switch out maybe Healing Hands for that. Even though it is Candy Trail, but more immediate. But yeah, win conditions It is a mythic. It's just the only mythic that I'm running in this event right now. Nicobolus the Deceiver. I did get lucky and get that Vanguard with a 120 pull. So I'd want to say I recommend 120 pulls of Vanguards over like the regular elite packs, but I do have VIP, so I mean, it's usually the only way outside of, I guess, epic packs, to get Vanguards. Like, you have to buy, but yeah. But yeah, I have that and Karn Living Legacy for a little bit more conversion, but whatever's on the board the most. Sacred Peaks and Molten Tributary is 2 non-reinforcing lands. Each of them will generate just like 2 conversion each turn, but that adds up. Again, Kintry Severance for removal, form a Posse for creatures to trigger the il-Kor with. And I think that's Joy. Yeah, I think that covers everything. So, 18 minutes. I might actually have enough time to do both battles. Starting on Garuk. Go on that thing again. I say there's one rare in here. Yeah, mostly is common and uncommon for these decks. But it does take some luck or strategy. Starting accounts aren't always going to have every single one of these cards. In fact, I literally, as I kind of was saying, disable that. I only just got the Graceful Takedown on this account just before this event. Let's see. Oh, wait, did I get a 5 match? I got a 5 match. No, Power Stone. I could give them a 5 match. Let's get some more creatures first, though. So, I will rather sacrifice her to the self-stun counter. It's 9 damage. Let's give it a little bit more. I just did that. Oh. I mean, I can't gain any more mana. But at least the more matches you get, the more loyalty if it's not just simply a loyalty match. We'll save off on that, get some more creatures for power. Alright. Yeah, that's enough. 19. It does take... Oh. But yeah, with the baseball bat, you can freeze your own creatures, which there can be uses for it. Again, it only kicks in at the start of turn though. Shield tokens, shield counters. Let's get some more creatures. That's fun. That's nice. And then only non-profit. Actually, you still get 1 mana from a blue match on at this level. It's -2. Everything else is either 0 or +3, I think. So yeah, +3. Graceful Takedown. Do I have a black or green? I might be able to get another white there. Nope, I did not. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to the creature. I loved this creature when I was doing the previous newest alt account. Because it scales for the number of artifacts that you control, including the reinforcements, according to this thing's reinforcements. So if you had like 2 of these downs, but like 10 clue or treasure or gold tokens, which are also treasure, or food tokens, all that, if you had like 2 of these, is already at 20 power, and it only costs 11, so not too bad. It is very, very fun. But yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and the fox lady is unfrozen. No. Oh yeah. I mean, well, it's not too annoying knowing that it can at least help and trigger off of any of your attacking triggers, but baseball bat does trigger from each time a creature of yours attacks. But it only is able to do it the first time. I think if you've done it once, it doesn't trigger again. But it will prompt you for each creature that you have attacking. Alright, so that was a not too bad one on Garuk. So bottom node. Come on. Let's see. 12 minutes. Maybe don't. But again, it's probably not going to be uploaded until after the event is done. Going back over that deck. Over that. I'm rambling. But yeah, Nicol Bolas the Deceiver, though, even with just getting token stacks building up and attacking, he's going to be doing damage and winning that way. So yeah. To cry for glory. I did not get to read that. It would, in some ways, it'd be nice to be able to see more of like the lore and flavor text outside of just like, oh wait, I'm not playing Black Planeswalker now. Don't eye the black. What could that could potentially. I'm facing red, so it's not like anything's stealing a match from her. Yeah, they almost got that match. They gave the match to them. Oh, that's a dwarf, I think. Oh wait, nope. It's the horse itself. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was a dwarf card. Blue is a color of mine. I could have done the one that gives the loyalty. That means it has last strike. Settled creatures, when they get settled and are able to attack that turn, go to your last creature position. So, love an interesting thing. It's a little bit of life gained. It'd be nice to get some wizards. Yo, wizard Harry. Because I am taking a little bit of face. I do have more life than them. Oh, I have a Posse. Oh. And if they don't take it, I can do that black to blue. Are you gonna? No, you're not. You're not gonna. But it's getting a little hairy. What's your saddled ability do again? When it attacks, if it's saddled, create a gold token. Oh, so they're making it. No, it's red Planeswalker. They can't run Squid Phyrexian Boy. They can't they can't. That's for me. Me and my colors. Yeah, let's start seeing if we can get more. Wait, oh. Red and blue are my better colors for matches. Colors for matches. I might get green and get another, like, nope. Wait, what are you doing? Okay, you have other creatures that don't have room on the field. Oh, I will take that. I might turn white. It turns black first, then blue first. Not first. I'm not practical. Okay. Oh, I did it. Oh, well, okay, it's a 5 match, but it's not during turns, so it doesn't count. Briefly, there was a card in the Theros Beyond Death that we got in that, for some reason, Octagon at the time thought, oh wait, yeah, this is supposed to cause extra swaps when it makes a 5 match. Interesting bit of thing. Is it 5? That would get me 10 life. Oh, and I can do wizards now. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, 5. Six. Turn things around a little bit. Okay, that. Oh, well, it was gonna be a swap. I could have. Oh. Oh no, wait. That's, well, one of them. One of them is the thing for the red wizards. Red wizards. Oh, and well, it's a little late to the party, but looks like Bolus is finally showing up. It's a game though. So yeah, Bolus wasn't even needed. I was taking base a little bit. Again, lower levels might not always be having the most, like, dangerous creatures you're facing, but it does depend on, like, who you get matched up with. 30 life, and I had to kill no creatures. So yeah, that is how Battle for the Crown. Oh, for glowing in charge, who can disagree, but it takes fineness to turn enemies into allies. But yeah. Oh, and it's not small brackets, but unfortunately we don't have that many people in brackets. 5 minutes. I was recording, right? Where's the thing? Oh, are you gonna tell me you've not been recording?